Their Titans are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone, and he opts to not. Bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Buying time to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with It's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. And Lance now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing now is Lance. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. The kick by Gold is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. This defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners 32. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill now to throw. Flush to his right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And Lance going to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running the counter with Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Lance. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 16th touchdown of the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal.
And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. And no surprise coming off a 2,000-yard season. It was Derrick Henry who totaled the most yards after contact in the NFL last year, and he's up to his old tricks here. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. In second and inches.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
it's 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. And now they'll throw with Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III. And how about Justin Herbert in 2020? He hit the...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they work this out past the 25. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Derrick Henry. Nifty move. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Throw left side to his tight end Swain. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by Quan Williams. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 81 yards on the ground for him so far.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now, first down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Touchdown, 49ers! Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lance. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Faking to give to Mostert. Now Lance. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And got his man complete.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 79 yards. And the 49ers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now Gould for the extra point. Now these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.